And do we get attacks of opportunity against him?
Not unless he leaves our threatened spaces. If he's just
fair
approaching...
point.
Yeah,
Yep.
you only get on entry if you have a pole
Whoa.
weapon and a sentinel.
Oh shit.
Holy shit! I'm so sorry.
Did I say I hit Kalias first and Thorin?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Did you hit Kalias first and then Thorin?
Because I thought I said I hit Kalias and I hit Thorin.
Alright. 19? Player favored!
Could the two of you roll a 1d20 actually, just to be nice? Because I forgot.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, yeah, well then it does hit Kalias first.
Man, I think you
Okay.
need a new ALU for your computer.
You shouldn't have come up with me.
So as
Yep.
Kalias sort of looks at the gigantic beast just towering over you, its fist comes crashing. You try to resist.
Holy
and
shit!
As you lift your arms up to protect your face, it crushes your arms deep into your face. And you feel your nose shatter. And you take 14 points of damage.
Ooh. Oh well.
Thorin, that misses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
you raise
player
your-
favored, so it hits my shield and my armor and my dex.
Yeah. So you lift up your shield and it's same, the fist comes crashing down and you hold your own. And it sort of lets out a low bellow as spittle and just rot flies towards your face.
I'm so glad that I blessed my armor.
I might... Seeing that, and the guy behind us trying to hold the door shut from the horde behind there, I might shout to everyone, everyone, fighting retreat, maybe? We're gonna be surrounded soon.
What are you talking about, Tobias? I turn around to look.
Like...
I did
gesture
shout
at
and draw it.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I was gonna get behind this thing so Kalias could flank it and sneak attack it, but I think we should probably just bail.
Well, it's Thorin's turn.
Oh fuck! I can't leave Kalias
Sorry,
here.
as Tobias says this, I'm like, I am not leaving this man to suffer. What we've done so far is just putting him in more pain. We're finishing the job.
When it hits the
Should
top,
at least, like, reposition.
when it hits the top of my turn, I'm just gonna shout out, "Are we staying here? Yes or no?"
I immediately reply yes.
All right. As soon as I hear that
At
yes,
the same time, I shout no.
I shift around the backside, and I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Searing Smite on my weapon. Hold on, wait. There's a thing that's going wrong with it. I don't know what's going on here. Why are you not working? It's basically just an extra 1d6 if I hit him.
Okay.
So, and then I roll my mace.
Roll your attacks at advantage.
At advantage.
Well, you're flanking.
Oh yes, haha!
We'll go with the first. Damn, I'll go with the second. Did you want to roll 1d6 for your thing?
I'm just gonna check that I'm currently using it right. D6 fire. Yep, it's a spell attack, not a spell card. Why isn't this working? Well, let me just do that. Alright. We're gonna work now? Nope, what the fuck? Alright, so it's just 1d6, and he makes a constitution save, and the DC is 15.
Constitution save DC.
Oh my god!
What's your damage source for the 1d6?
Fire.
Alright, so as you sort of leap, as you lift up your shield to block the blow, you sort of let it angle off to the side and his fist crashes into the floor and you slink behind him, and in one swift motion you hit him in the back with a mace. You jam it deep into his back and you hear the cracking of bone as fire erupts on his body, same from the flaming spear, and he lets out a long, low groan as individual parts of his body starts to sort of bubble. Now we're back to Esfand DR.
There we go.
Esfand DR, roll your perception.
Okay.
He still takes that 2 damage, it's just that he doesn't get lit on fire now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you see behind you the door, half of it has broken away, and the man's stabbing furiously at the beings that are trying to crawl through, and he's holding his own kind of well, but the door itself won't.
Oh no. Okay. I use a bonus action to move my flaming spear. Let's see, I can move it up to 30 feet. More than enough to engulf the monstrosity once again. So, I'm just going to check here. Okay, the sphere ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried. Okay, so it's not going to be able to light on fire.
Yeah, he just takes 2d6 on the start of his turn.
Yep. Actually...
Did you forget the 2d6 last?
No, it happened.
Okay.
He didn't end his turn.
Okay.
So if you ram it into a creature, that creature must take a saving throw against the sphere's damage. Alright, so I ram it into it. He has to take a DC 15 dex save.
Yeah, you ram your spear into him. He's unable to avoid it.
I deal 10 fire damage to him.
He takes 10 fire damage.
Okay, I'm going to rush over towards the guy over at that door. And I'm going to shift form into that of a direwolf.
Okay. Alright, you do that. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, just checking here how far I can get.
I have a terrible feeling about what's going to happen if we kill this thing.
Okay, I'm here. End of turn.
Moving your spear, is that an action?
Bonus.
No, that's a bonus action.
Then you can't change into a wolf, right?
Yes, I can. I can take that as an action.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought it was just a bonus.
as Circle of the Moon, I can take it as a bonus action. I can't take 2 bonus actions in a turn, though. So I'll just take it as my action.
Right. Yeah, no, I got it. Alright, cool. You move that way. Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, cool. Then we're to Tobias.
As Esfandir runs past me and shapeshifts, I give him a slap on the shoulder and give him bardic inspiration. Then I don't think I can put these more afflicted people to sleep, so probably won't try that. Carlius, did your temporary hit points absorb?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cool. I'll just shoot again, I suppose. Most of my spells won't be much good at the moment. 3 times in a row, maybe? Hey.
Yeah, down.
Hey.
12 damage. And you're shooting out the brute, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so you reload your crossbow real quick, and you hold it out again, taking aim, and you let loose an arrow. It lifts up its great giant arms, and it catches it in its forearm, dealing 4 piercing damage.
Okay. And I'm going to use my move action just to move about here.
Sure.
And that's me.
Okay, Carlius.
Okay, is he armored?
No.
Excellent. I take the rapier and take
Give
a shot.
advantage.
Yep, with advantage.
And he gets sneak attack for flanking.
Yep. And I will aim straight for his chest cavity to try and get at his heart.
It is.
This. That hits. Barely.
Yeah,
I think.
it does. It does.
Yep.
Roll damage. How tall are you, by the way?
That is actually a really good question. 1 second. Did I actually include it?
What's plus 0 plus 4?
He gets a flat 4 mod for his weapon.
Ah.
Oh, right on time.
And no, I have not included to say 5'5".
Alright. You sort of like trying to reach up to the top of this gigantic being. You sort of take a leap up into the air as you flick your rapier into its chest cavity. You tear away at some of its sternum, ripping cartilage away and sending bits of flesh to the floor. But you do miss the heart, but you do deal the 8 damage.
Did you do the sneak attack?
Oh yeah, roll your sneak attack.
Oh, of course, that's the extra D8.
2d6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Better than
better than
0.
nothing. Yeah.
Alright.
And I shall disengage 2 full movement turns to get me to... Actually, I was here... what button is it to get your cumulative
Space.
space?
Spacebar, yeah.
So you can, when you press the...
As you're dragging your token.
You have to be dragging your token.
You have to click the arrow at the top left. Not the ruler. There you go.
Oh, so I just learned from Tobias, but when you let go, it still actually traces out the path rather than you just zooming there.
Alright. Is that end of your turn, Carlius?
Yes, it does.
Guys, I feel very lonely.
Alright, Longtail, your turn.
Now, given he's been arrowed and rapiered and bolted and maced, I'm guessing he's missing some chunks.
Oh yeah, he's missing some chunks, and he's also bubbling up from the fire,
Alright.
and just blood and gore is everywhere.
I'm gonna do my favorite old, ensnaring strike.
You're a saint.
I'm gonna aim for within, like, one of the chunks, in the hopes that writhing vines will go inside him as
Oh, that's good.
And against my better judgment, I'm gonna try and... Actually, no, I'm just gonna do a normal shot, because I don't want to waste a spell and sharp shot it.
Oh yeah, that hits for sure. Roll your damage.
Plus a 1d6.
Alright.
And another 1d6 from the vines. Unless he passes the strength save. Which would be 15.
Well, you let loose an arrow that finds itself deep in its abdominal cavity, and as vines start sprouting deep into its body, it shakes and shivers uncontrollably. Its skin starts to bubble, and it lets its arms out to its side, and its chest sort of pops forward. And as the bubbles begin boiling, he explodes. Thorin, roll a dex save. Oh wow, yeah, you made it. So, seeing as it's about to explode, you manage to lift your shield and crouch down just in time to avoid most of the viscera spray, but you do still get affected by some of it. You also feel very sickly. Roll a constitution save.
Oh god.
Oh,
You feel sick to your stomach, just not great.
Are there any adverse effects, or just currently feel like shit?
Currently feeling shit.
Okay.
You're either
Hey,
grossed out or
buddy.
it's incubating.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He exploded.
Alright, cool. Oh, well.
I let out a shuddering sound.
And as it actually gets to the zombie breed, the door behind you collapses, and from it spills forth just an unimaginable amount of people. And the guy immediately gets overwhelmed, and he drops to the floor as the group of people start taking chunks out of him, literally just reaching their hands into his belly button and grabbing a chunk of flesh and ripping it apart as he screams in agony.
Oh, he did.
And he's trying to stab at the necks of
Can
the
I-
zombies on him.
If I'm able to react in time, can I try something so crazy it just might work?
Sure, go for it.
I get one of my grappling hook arrows, fire it at him, and try and pull him out of, the.
Roll a dexterity first, just to see if you make it in time.
Save or just Dex?
Just dex.
Oh.
You're unable to do it in time. If you see him fall to the floor of the zombies on top of him, do you still shoot?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to get him before he dies, not before.
All right. Well, roll your attack then.
It's basically me throwing him a life save.
Yeah. Alright, well, in that case, you let loose an arrow with a grappling hook attached, and it clonks the side of a zombie in the head. But at this point, you see that the guy, half of his face is being chewed out, and he's basically started to turn the dagger on himself. The zombies seem preoccupied with him for now.
I'm gonna give him one to the side of the head as well.
Well, you've taken your reaction. It's
right, yeah.
now.
Oh, I didn't realize there was still
I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna move up to here.
Clank, 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 clank.
Clink clonk, clink clonk.
You reach right next to your comrades, witnessing this man being torn asunder as it becomes Esfandir's turn.
What the fuck is? Oh god.
Oh jeez. Oh, you killed the brute?
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Growl,
goodness.
growl, growl, growl.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to just pull my flaming sphere towards me as close as possible. I call out to Aiden 30 feet.
Okay.
So it gets this far. I call out to Aiden to watch out. Well, I growl to Aiden to watch out.
Hey, watch out!
And I dive into the thick of it to try and rescue this poor soul.
Okay. As soon as you get to that point, you're able to see deep into the room, revealing that it is a full room full of.
Oh no.
And they're all going towards this direction.
Guys, we gotta go.
Yeah.
It's fun, DR. Do you actually make an attack?
I do.
Alright, roll your attack.
Okay.
Oh, also, seeing as you're that close, the room that you see up ahead, various statues are lined up in the middle of the room, and it seems untouched.
Oh, hello gods.
We don't know that yet. We're not there.
That hits, so roll your damage.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if they have name tags, we think this.
I guess, but
Because
we'd
recognize this.
we're a little bit preoccupied right now, though.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you were in the middle of a fight, you
I also impose a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Oops, I was supposed to be. Sorry. DC. What saving?
DC 13 strength saving throw.
Strength.
You take 64 points of damage. Is that a nat 19?
So you sort of bite into its sickly flesh, and it just hangs on. I just quit the game because it's too much for me, apparently. You bite him so hard it disappears. All the dogs stop moving. And yeah, the count is over.
I assume the mantle of DM. Everyone gets 5,000 experience points.
Ew.
Excellent.
Alright, so you bite into its flesh, just a sickening chunk of rot enters your mouth and you sort of gag a little.
I spit it out. Like, every time I take a bite out of these things, I spit it out immediately.
It just moans, just... I missed it. I'm just gonna add this. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Certainly is.
I'll just apply the damage, almost.
I like how you always ask if it's the end of our turn, just in case.
Alright, the zombie One of the zombies lying on the man, she takes a chunk out of his cheek and as she stands up moves towards the wall. She grabs at you. Roll a strength or dex.
Okie doke, one moment.
Alright, she manages to latch onto you.
Hold up, do I? No, I wouldn't maintain my proficiencies, would I?
Probably not.
Remember, there's still a grappling hook out there.
Then she tries to take a bite out of you at advantage.
I think I might have to take up that grappling hook.
But I think those miss. 12.
Thankfully so.
Yeah. So she grabs onto you and she tries to chomp away at your foot. And you manage to sort of scuffle around and she misses most of her bites as it moves on to Tobias Black's turn.
Okay. Are these things... These things aren't undead, right?
They still look like the same people from earlier. Like, very similar with purple balls all around. They're screaming randomly.
But like victims of the Maw Plague aren't undead. Okay.
Hold on, are these like purple buboes, like the bubonic plague?
Purple what?
Buboes.
I don't know what that is.
Those swellings.
Oh, like pus-filled blister sort of things. Only like
Yeah, pretty much.
blackened purple horrific things.
Yeah. They're still very much people. And they say stuff.
Okay. Is that guy still alive?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
Thank God.
Oh, similarly, you feel his threads of his life sort of lift up and go into the next area. Passing through each of them. And he sort of just whispers into the wind, why? Yeah, Tobias.
It's Aiden's fault. I think we just need to Scarpa. I
second this notion.
Yeah, I'm going to. I whisper under my breath like words of encouragement to myself. Like, okay, you can do this, and I sprint into like the midst of them, like here, and from like on my belt, I pull out this little sack I've got that clinks as I move it, and I just upend it over the floor and drop a whole bunch of caltrops onto the ground.
Cool.
At the entrance there. So everybody in the area, I don't know how big the area is, find it. Caltrops. Okay, 5 foot square area. Any creature that enters the area must succeed on DC 15 dexterity saving throw or stop moving and take 1 piercing damage until the creature regains at least 1 point. Its walking speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Right.
You can move at half
That's
speed to
pretty
avoid
potent.
making the save.
I never realized caltrops were that good.
Wow, that's actually really handy.
So that, if I drop it here, pretty well covers the entrance there.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, and then...
You should drag a little spell token and adjust the radius so you can say.
Oh yeah, Oh, there it is. How do I select it? Ah, yes, there it is. Okay.
Alright, so you sort of sprinkle the caltrops around the doorway. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
So that takes up my move and standard action. So, no.
Alright.
Anything else I can do?
They won't take any of the damage unless they start walking.
Once they're in it, they're fine. It's just entering it.
Okay. Noted. Then Carlius.
Alrighty. So, now that the caltrops are actually there, that kind of defeats what I was going to aim for. But,
It sucks
Well-
when someone beats you to the punch.
well, it doesn't. It's not a bad thing. It's just that I was going to go in here, but can't. So, I mean, I can, but it's just not advisable. So,
I
If you
believe
could,
in
like bodily pick me up and carry me away from danger,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
if you don't do that, I'm going to do that.
the first thing I'll be doing.
Grappling hook!
Have you guys got two audio tracks playing over the top of each other right now?
It shouldn't be doing that.
I can't hear any music at all, and I haven't been able to.
I am refreshing.
Oh. I just stopped all music, so if you'd like to refresh now, it'd be great.
Actually, I'm gonna close the tab.
Yeah,
and
a refresh.
Yeah, I'm
As Fandir, you are grappled by that one zombie, by the way.
Oh, I'm grappled. Okay.
Yeah, that was what the strength roll or dex was for.
It actually
Wait,
really
what?
upsets me that I can't hear the music. Choose really good music.
Wait, I was rolling to avoid being grappled. I thought I was rolling.
Yeah, it
to
beat you with a
pose
22.
prone. And okay,
Music just started.
Okay.
There it is.
God damn it!
Make sure you've got your sound settings correct as well.
Now they are.
Yeah, it's just roll 20 being shitty.
Ah,
Alright, so
there we
Carlius,
Yep.
you run up.
Just have to find myself.
Oh
again.
my god, Chrome was muted in the mixer.
Oh, rip.
Oh.
Props to you. Serious props to you for even thinking to check that, though.
It's happened to me many times. But you remember the other day when I was like, "Oh, you guys are all so quiet." Mixer. My mixer hates me.
so just double checking here, Wes. I rolled a strength check to try and see if it would go prone. I failed that, and now it's grappling me. I didn't realize.
No,
it's
I
trying to
rolled a
grapple me.
I rolled a 1d20 plus 2 for its strength check to resist going prone. It got a 21. Then I asked for you to roll a strength check against its grapple, which it rolled a 22, and you rolled a 20.
Hold up, I only rolled one strength check as far as I was aware.
Does it have to? Do you have to roll your strength against its strength to stop it from going prone? Because I thought it was a DC.
Yeah, it was.
For
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
right. I rolled the 1d20 plus 3 to avoid being grappled. That's right. Sorry,
Yeah, so
my
you are
bad.
grappled.
Oh, okay.
Alright, cool. Well then, Carlius.
Yep. So I'll take a quick shot with the short bow.
Didn't you have your rapier out? Oh no, you didn't. No, yeah, you did.
Yes, I did actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you stabbing the brute.
Yeah. So that'll be a one action to bring it out.
Yeah, it's like one action to put your rapier away and pull out your short bow. But if you have to drop your rapier, you can pull your short bow out freely.
Yep.
Oh, that organ.
Yeah, bugger it. I'll drop the rapier, grab the short bow, take the shot at the advantage because flanking.
I don't think you get flanking bonuses if you're ranged, but
No,
you
you
do
don't.
get the sneak damage.
Oh, sorry, sneak damage is what I meant. My
Yeah.
apologies. Yeah.
So I won't take in the extra dice rolls because that wouldn't have been.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. So it'll be just the
And which one do you aim for?
the one that's going for Isvandia.
So as Fandiara, you see the zombie sort of grappling at your upper torso, and it catches an arrow in the underside of its jaw. Its eyes sort of roll up to the back of its head before rolling back again, and it sort of gains consciousness yet as it takes, that would be what, 16 points of damage.
Oh dear, is it still holding on to me?
Yeah, it's still hold on to you. Its grip seems to be iron-like vice.
Damn.
You see deeper inside the room, all the other zombies are starting to move closer towards the rest of the party, the doorway.
Oh shit.
one of them comes up closer. It sort of brushes past Tobias. I can't really see anything. It is a clusterfuck. So it sort of...
Do you want me to remove my white line? Because that's where the rope for my grappling hook is. It might be cluttering things even more.
No, yeah, fine. Well, it sort of brushes past Tobias, and it grabs onto Esfandiar in an attempt to put you prone.
Okay.
So you can roll a strength. Oh, let me check grapples.
It's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics, whichever is higher. So the attacker rolls athletics, and then the defender can roll athletics or acrobatics.
Just out of character, I'm going to mention this to you, Jacob. Like, the reason why I'm not paying much attention to the grappling hook is because, like, I'm a gigantic direwolf. I figure...
Oh no, I know.
You probably wouldn't be able to drag me out of there, like, one man solo.
Oh no, I wasn't... Well, I do have 16 strength.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Like, I just wanted it to be there just in case someone wanted it.
Esfan, you can roll a strength or a dexterity.
Okay, I'll go strength.
It sort of works for the other zombie to pin you down.
Oh.
It sort of like leans into you, trying to push you to the floor, and your legs just dig in deep and you try to hold your own. The next zombie behind the other does the exact same thing, and they seem to start to pile on you.
Oh no.
Remember you've got bardic inspiration, Matt.
Oh yes. Can I apply that afterwards?
No,
like, after I've seen the result?
After you've seen the result, but before you're given the verdict.
Okay.
Out of interest, as I plan my next move, how much health do you have left in your direwolf for?
Yes.
Alright, cool. As fun, DR, you manage to hold up like 3 to 4 zombies that are piling on top of you, and Longshore, you see this as it becomes your turn.
Alright. How much health do you have left in your direwolf for?
I've still got the full health pool. I haven't been attacked, I've just been grappled.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna point in this general direction and yell, "Only the gods can help us now," and make a dash towards the room with all the god statues.
Sure. You zip through everyone.
And that's my turn.
And you sort of tap Thorin on the shoulder as it becomes his turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move to here. And then I'm gonna use my action to bring my shield around like this. And do a shield bash. And hopefully knock all the zombies prone and off the bard and the druid.
Sure,
I'm not grabbed, I'm just...
It's, can I... I guess athletics and strength are the same for me, so it doesn't matter. Yeah!
I'm sorry. You're gonna catch like 3 zombies.
Yeah, I just want to knock everybody prone and just knock all the zombies off my friends.
So you managed to knock 2 of the zombies away. One of them was grappling on Esfandiar and they get knocked back. But one of them that's closest to Esfandiar, he holds his own.
Alright, and I'm going to use that last 10 feet of my movement to follow up Longshore and get the fuck out.
If you entered the caltrops, you've got to make the dexterity saving throw.
I'm wearing heavy armor boots, does that change?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I've got like super thick, full plate, well not plate, but big boy boots.
There's nothing about it in the caltrop rules, but if
DM
says, yeah.
Yeah, so you sort of clang along, some of the caltrops get bent onto your feet.
Clink, clonk, clink, clog. The bonuses of being a disadvantage for athletics and strength.
Well, one thing we have to keep in mind is it applies to her.
So one of the zombies raises its fist and it opens its hand into a claw and it claws at Esfandiar's face. Does that hit?
Ooh, thankfully not. My hide is thick enough to resist it.
Yeah, it sort of claws away a big chunk of your fur, tearing it away. As it becomes your turn.
Alright, I'm going to spend my bonus action to move my burning sphere closer again. And I'm going to take offense at this zombie that is trying to claw onto me, and I'm going to attack him. Am I adjacent to Tobias right now?
Yep.
Okay, I gain advantage on my attack.
I'm helping.
Tactics.
Yep, pack tactics.
Alright, roll your damage.
Knock those fucks prone.
Bardic inspiration if you need it.
Oh, yes.
So you sort of leap up at him. Oh no, that was a different. What's your strength DC? Oh. You sort of bite into its knee and you rip off a good chunk of it as it falls prone. I'm gonna add a little thing. Bam! It falls prone and it seems to sort of writhe in pain as it sort of opens its mouth and gapes at you.
Hold up, does it land like flat on its back on top of the caltrops?
Yeah.
Does that like keep it in place? Is it like impaled
No, it's
on the
not.
caltrops?
They're not that big, unfortunately.
They're just tiny.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna start, moving around the caltrop field as well.
Alright, well, as you leave his grasp, he does an attack of opportunity at disadvantage because he's... No, he sort of very listlessly grabs at your fur, but you just lift your paw and it misses.
Okay. I growl towards Tobias. We gotta get out of here.
Way ahead of you.
I don't imagine you understand that.
As it becomes the top of the order zombie's turn, all the others, they sort of crunch up into the doorway, one after the other, forming basically a body of zombies. And they're trying to squeeze through the narrow gap. As one of the zombies directly in front of Tobias leaps at you. Roll strength or dexterity.
We have
Aiden
no
desperately
AoE.
Aiden
Saving throw.
desperately hopes there'll be
It's
like
normal.
some bacteria in that episode where Mr. Burns has every disease ever and they'll block it.
Yes, I was.
Alright,
How's a 13
Tobias.
work for you?
you're grappled. The zombie directly in front of you leaps in, it grabs onto your clothes and you find that she's extremely strong as she tries to take a chunk out of you.
Don't worry, I
rolling
think I've
at
got
advantage.
this. That definitely hits my AC of 12.
And she rips a chunk out of the side of your neck, dealing 7 points of damage as you start to bleed.
Thank goodness for breakfast.
I'm gonna move the caltrops thing away because we're just gonna assume
Okay.
we know that caltrops is.
Oh, nope.
I'll just add a grapple icon to you. Let's say that. And it becomes your turn.
Okay.
Are you grappled?
Yeah, just a moment. I have a spell for this, I think.
Thunder wave. Thunder
Yeah.
wave. Thunder wave.
Kind of disappointed to blow all
given
the
this place is pretty
caltrops
bold,
away.
you might bring down the whole.
I'm not really in a rational mood at the moment. This decaying corpse
Yeah, no,
of a
I'm
woman
yelling
is
at
like,
As Thorin goes Thunderwave, Thunderwave, I'm like, but actually.
don't cap! Thunderwave! And I'm going to cast it at level 2.
Can you cast it at level 1?
Yeah. It's a level 1 spell. That
That was level 2, never mind.
After his
should
series of
have-
bad decisions, Aiden cannot fault you for this.
I clicked the thing.
That's gonna hurt all of us, isn't it?
Yeah, I should check that.
Yes, you
How
should.
close are you?
You
Each
remember,
creature.
you have personal experience with this.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
I willingly fail my save.
Don't need to go that far.
No, because I got pushed 10 feet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Okay. So Aiden's fine. Aaron's gonna get hit.
Wait, can we do that?
You can willingly fail, yeah.
I'm asking West.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Sweet.
Okay. there it is. It's not rolling though. One
You
moment.
might have to do it like a spell card, or if it's an attack.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay.
Wham bam. Strength save.
That seems... I thought that was Constitution.
Yeah, it's meant to be Constitution.
Yeah, that should be a Constitution saving throw, not a Strength saving throw.
Alright, so if you make
I'll
that save, you take
change that.
half damage and you don't get moved.
Yeah,
Constitution.
Constitution, yeah. Yes, and the spell save
What's
DC
your
is
DC?
15.
Okay.
I might actually try and save that one if I can. Constitution save. Well,
Alright, so you sort of let Thunderwave go. What would that look like if you were to cast it?
I just like shriek in panic and as I'm trying to push her off me, I like stomp my foot in the ground, and there's this really high-pitched, like ringing boom
Alright.
as a shockwave emanates from me.
Then immediately from within your immediate distance, some of the zombies directly next to you get pushed away. They're like 10 feet, right?
Yeah, within 10 feet of me, they get shoved back 10 feet.
Alright. One of them bumps into the back of Thorin as you're no longer grappled. And you are effectively free. Some of the zombies that are within the doorway, they manage to withstand the blow itself, but you do see that chunks of their flesh get torn off.
Because I'm standing in the midst of caltrops, do I get like a shrapnel effect from blasting them outwards as well?
Aiden covers the back of his head with his hand.
Like, honestly, I don't see why not, so...
I'm so
So
glad
this
that
is your
I'm wearing a
payback,
helmet.
is it?
I'm
Is there
so
any-
glad that I'm wearing a helmet.
What's the caltrop damage?
Caltrops,
No, what's the
1
caltrop DC?
damage. 1 piercing damage.
And the
if you
DC
step
for
on it.
avoiding caltrop?
15. Dexterity.
It misses everyone. Caltrops fly all around the room. Everyone happens, it just happens to miss everyone, tanking off the armors and useless, missing most of the zombies as it flies between
Honestly,
the legs.
that's probably for the best.
It's alright, Tobias, it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, it seems to me more like that would hurt us more than it would hurt the zombies.
Yeah.
So
And
I feel like that's... Yay.
It was still cool, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna head on over
Hug
here.
your fucking tits up, it's time to fucking go.
Alright, then Carlius, it's your turn.
yep. So Carlos is saying, get the fuck out of here. So I'm disengaging.
You don't need to disengage. Fun fact about rogues is that you can take a dash action as a bonus action and as a normal action, so you can move 3 times your normal speed.
Of course. And I'm not actually in melee with anything. So dash action the fuck out of there.
I think he meant disengage as in, like, the classical meaning of the word disengage rather than
Oh,
take an action.
Yeah, as in the move, yeah.
Okay,
So
fair
there's
enough.
I'm just gonna
6 feet.
assume you sort of like duck this way, then go that way, and avoid the zombie, that's right.
That is a very valid point, yeah.
That
I'm
should
just gonna
cover into your
roll.
movement range, though.
Just gonna roll Thunderwave again to check that's fixed. Just ignore that. Okay, Constitution. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Alright. Yeah, Carlius, you sprint right into the room. As you enter the room, you see it's fairly large, and yet again there are inscribings in various different languages, and it reveals to you that shattered on the floor are several pieces of statues directly at the feet of another.
What the fuck is that thing?
Yeah,
This guy doesn't make me happy.
no.
It's
One
a
of the
dead-
zombies from the doorway start walking towards a lot of you, embedding its feet into many of the caltrops that are now displaced. So it has very little effect.
Hmm.
As
Don't
it
worry, I've
comes
got
up
another
with-
bag.
Throw and roll strength or dexterity, please.
I'm so glad that I blessed my armor. Yay, that nat one, eat shit, nerd!
So it sort of reaches at you with its arms, and you raise your shield, bashing at it, breaking it off at the elbow. And you just hear the grotesque slurping as the forearm falls to the floor.
Yucks.
And as she's sort of handling you, the next zombie walks up to you too.
Bring it on, nerd!
I'm gonna move them out of the way so I can see you. Alright, roll strength again.
I got the shit, don't even worry.
Can I just take a moment for personally thanking you for not giving all of these their own separate edition? I think I speak for all of us when I say how much I fucking appreciate that.
So the zombie manages to grab onto you, Thorin, and your speed is effectively reduced to 0 as it starts to take a chunk out of you. It tries to bite you out of the...
Oh, just hits.
Yeah, it manages to wrench your head to one side and it digs its teeth deep into your...
Ah!
Dealing 3 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Hurt my feelings.
And Longshore, it's your turn.
So,
Just kidding. When it hits my turn, as that happens, I'm just gonna shout, just run! I got this, just keep going!
I'm gonna turn as you say that, and, cause this...
I'm a cleric, rebuking undead is what I do! Fucking
not
run!
undead.
Are they actually undead? Does that work?
No, they just play.
I like shout over my shoulder.
So, like, this one that's grabbed you, I'm going to... Because, you know, my buddy's in trouble. And I really want to put these things out of their misery to begin with. I'm gonna... Ensnaring strike it.
Okay.
And where's my bow?
That passes your strength DC, so it's not restrained, correct?
Yes. So it just takes my damage.
Alright.
And then, as I continue to flee, I yell, I try!
So you let loose your arrow and it engulfs the zombie in a bunch of vines. But it just tears away from it very effortlessly as it becomes Thorin's turn. The arrow itself embeds itself into its chest, and it does 6 points of damage.
Sorry, I know this might seem like a retroactive thing, but because it was grabbing him, I would have probably aimed for the shoulder
That's fair.
to stop it from, like, grappling him so he can still get the fuck out of dodge.
That's fair. But it still grapples him. It's like a vice.
Yeah, that's...
Alright.
Can I tell if these classify as undead or not?
Roll religion. Or medicine. You can tell that there's
Oh, can I roll medicine? Oh, no, it's too late. Sorry.
You can tell that they're still people. They're not undead.
Okay.
Just people that are really fucked up and have lost their minds.
So this guy just here is still holding on to me, right?
Yes.
Alright. I am going to cast Bless. Oh,
Okay.
no, I can't cast Bless because that's an action. Does breaking free of the grapple count as an action or a bonus?
That's a good question. I think it costs an action.
I'm pretty sure it's an action, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it, I'm gonna try and break free of the grapple.
It is.
Oh, that's pretty good!
The zombies around. Yeah, you rip yourself out of its grasp.
Plink plug, plink plug, plink plug!
Sorry guys, I'm just going to be AFK for a bit.
Okay.
The other two zombies just take swipes at you as you.
That's fine.
I just noticed something, sorry. That Thunderwave I cast did 14 damage, not...
Okay.
I didn't know how to read high-level spell casts.
Miss.
Alright, yeah. They just sort of pour off at the back of your armor very uselessly.
As I trot away, I'm like, I'm so glad I blessed my armor.
If your Thunderwave did 14 points of damage, then some of the zombies that are in the doorway have died, like their skin's just stripped away from the skull. Some of the skulls implode. I'm gonna move them away so I know which ones have died.
Man, my granddad, he's a Tempest cleric. His name's Oswald. He would have fucking obliterated all those.
And
Annihilated them.
it's Esfandiar's.
Okay, I'm going to move my flaming spear and direct it to ram into this remaining group.
It makes them catch on fire, doesn't it?
Anything that isn't on being worn in the area.
But like, do the people itself catch on fire?
It's 2d6 fire damage, and then they don't get lit on fire, so there's no saving throw that needs to be made.
Alright.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to move it over here because... and ram it into this one over there, in between the two.
Sure.
Because if they end their turn within 5 feet of it, they also take 2d6 fire damage. That's the red aura.
Do some sick doggo parkour up over the wall and then like jump over the wall.
Well, I don't need to if I don't end my turn there. I don't take damage. So they take a DC 15 dex save. Just the one in the middle that I rammed.
Player favored?
Ooh, excellent.
It fails it.
He takes 10 fire damage.
Nice.
Can I like ram it into his chest cavity
Yeah, sure.
to like melt him from the inside?
Yeah, you ram it right into his chest cavity. Before the orb even touches his skin, it melts off as it embeds itself deep into his chest. It tries to groan, but it can't make noise.
Ooh, brutal. I rush past it as I use the dash action to get into this area.
Do you have bonus for it?
What
Correct
do you
me
mean?
if I'm wrong. It costs an action for you to move your spear, correct?
It's a bonus.
Bonus.
Okay, well, never mind.
It's an action to cast, bonus to move once it's already made.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, well then in that case you sort of slink past all the zombies and you end up inside the room. The zombies in the room before they all make it through the doorway.
Oh
god! And it's just a hallway full of them. Some of them take damage from the burning spear as they end it within their turn, so if you would like to roll damage again for it.
Can do. They get a saving throw against that, by the way.
Oh, okay. Then in that case I'll do it for the 3 then.
It's Dex.
What's your DC?
15, so 2 of them fail.
Is it half damage on a fail?
Yes.
On a 6.
Yes.
Alright. Roll your damage.
Excuse me.
Okay. Most of them start melting off. Down to the bone. Their flesh is just like sludge now, as it becomes Tobias's turn.
Okay.
Run, you fool!
Okay, so I take a step forward.
As
what I
you
just
do,
said.
I yell, I can't help but notice you're not running.
And then I stamp my foot again and cast Thunderwave. Just level 1 this time.
Never mind.
What's your DC?
DC 15 Constitution save.
The big boy charisma.
I think every single one makes it.
Okay. So
Oh, except for one. So the closest one gets pushed back 10 feet, correct?
yes.
Does he like bowling pin the rest of them over?
No, not at all. In fact,
so-
as he gets shoved back, some parts of his flesh falls off again. The others still take damage, correct? At half damage.
Yeah, half damage. And then I don't think I need to disengage. No.
Nah, you're
And
fine.
then I run back here.
Okay. Carlius, your turn. Oh, sorry, Tobias, is that the end of your turn?
I think so. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So yeah.
Alright. Then Carlius.
Yep. Alrighty, so just thinking, no, Thorin's still back there.
Shut him out.
I called it out. Bar the door.
Yep. So
Don't close it entirely, but start shutting it, dude. There's no time to waste.
Yeah, like, I'm just gonna say, if I see you start closing the door before Thorin gets in, my drawn bow is gonna slowly start rotating.
I'm well aware. So I'm just going to position myself here, ready to go, so that by the time everyone's in, I will shut that door.
Alright, then just remember that, so whenever you're ready,
Yeah,
you can do a reaction to shut it.
Yep.
Wes said what I was gonna say.
Okay, I was gonna wait for you to... Alright, well then the other zombies start moving forward. One to Thorin, the next, I'm just gonna move from both because their initiatives are right after the other. The first one tries to grapple you yet again. Please
Fuck off,
roll
nerd!
a
I'll fuck
strength.
you up. Get the fuck off me! Oh no!
Well, that's in that one. So as it sort of leaps at you and grabs onto your shield, it wrenches it to the side. The other arm moves to your neck and it drops you to the floor as you trip over. It tries to bite you with advantage.
Oh.
Ripping a chunk out of your cheek, dealing 7
Oh
points of...
wait.
Yeah?
That's a 5 and a 7, right? Oh no, that's a 20 and a
Yeah.
5. Sorry, yeah, that hits. So yeah, 7
Yeah,
points.
so you take 7 points of damage as the other zombie also piles on top of you with the help of its comrade. Granting itself advantage because you're on the floor.
Still hits.
It takes a chunk out of your arm as you take 6 points of damage. You're also
Ow.
grappled and have 0 movement speed. And we're at the long shot.
I have a question to ask you, Mr. DM. Which
You had the same initiative as the other one, so if you wanted to prevent it, go for it.
Oh, well, I was thinking that as well as all the other ones. With my AoE Vine thing, am I able to control it all in what direction the vines explode from the point of contact, or...?
You can't pick targets with it, can you?
No, I can't pick targets, but say, like, on the target I was like, I want to aim for...
I'm gonna say it sort of explodes just in a circular fashion without you being able to control it.
Alright,
From the point of
in
impact.
that case... so is Thorin pinned to the ground, or...?
Yeah, he's on the floor with two zombies on top of him.
Are his arms free?
That's a good question. Only one arm, his mace arm.
Alright, I yell, Thorin, catch! And, fire one of my grappling hook arrows.
Roll your attack for it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where my character sheet is. I closed it. Excellent.
Oh.
I take it. I don't resist.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it lands within reach of Thorin's hand.
Can I use my reaction to...
You can grab it, yeah.
Well, not grab it, like... Because think about, like, the elbow joint in heavy armor, where the forearm bit is, there's the elbow covering and then the bicep bit. I'm gonna... In the gaps in my armor, I just want to sink it straight onto the hook and hook myself onto it. I don't care if I take
Gotcha.
damage or not.
Roll dexterity then. To be able to do that with 2 zombies on top of you.
It's pretty good for a level 3.
We'll see.
We'll see indeed. Oh god.
Nope.
As you try to finagle your way and trying to hook the grappling hook into your armor, the zombies that are on top of you prevent your movement. You fail to do so.
My everything.
I dejectedly reel it back in.
Well,
is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's my movement and my action.
you have to leave it. Yeah, you have to reel it in. It's his turn next, so you could just grab it.
So
Oh
it's
yeah,
Thorin.
true. No, I don't reel it in. Actually, can I use my... given I was gonna just use my movement to drag him back, am I able to prepare that so when he drags it, I can drag him back? Or no? Because I haven't
I'll
used
allow
my
it.
movement at all. Sweet.
Thank you, merciful DM.
I second that notion.
Alright, do I need to break the grapple to grab this thing, or can he just drag me anyway?
You're currently not grabbing onto it, so you would have to roll another dex to currently grab onto it somehow.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. Ha!
Alright, then in that case, you push off both of the zombies and you get to your feet with a kickflip. And you grab onto the grappling hook.
A kickflip in heavy armor, hell yeah! I skip so fucking jovially into this room.
Alrighty, is Tobias actually within the threshold or not?
Okay,
I couldn't quite get in, but you could like...
Okay, but for real though, so I'm here. Wait.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
assume
on
dragging
top
him,
of
I'm
these.
gonna have to take half.
Okay, so...
So 15 feet, I guess?
Alright, so I'm gonna move...
You push,
wait,
you push the zombies back.
Alright. Oh, I pushed the zombie back, so
Yes.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Out
so
of
I'm
their
gonna
reach.
spend 8 feet of movement here to literally just back myself into Tobias and just push him into the room.
You should probably let me drag you my 15 feet and then take your movement.
Oh, okay. So 15 feet movement here. Okay, so I'm
And also
gonna...
it gets me another 15 feet into the room. And beloved Kyra.
Oh, okay, so I'm dragged back here.
No,
my
you're
drag
dragged to like...
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like that.
grabbing the rope and just going, "Ah!"
Okay, so I'm going to spend 5 feet of movement here to just bash Tobias into the room. As my bonus action, I'm just gonna shove him into the room.
That's fair.
And then...
And
no,
you
no.
shuts the door.
I'm
Another
going to shut that door as a
I'm gonna use-
reaction.
Yeah, I'm gonna use another 7 feet of my movement, and with Carlius, we're both just gonna slam the door closed.
Alright, you do exactly that with no real contest.
Alright, I'm gonna slam my shield right to where, like, the two doors meet in the middle, and I'm just gonna brace myself against it.
And the moment the door closes, I just collapse at the feet of the statue of Kyra.
You hear the pounding of flesh on the doors. This door doesn't seem to give in, it seems quite sturdy, and everyone notices that this room seems to be untouched by essentially the rust and decay of all the other rooms out there.
I'm going to pull my flaming spear closer towards the door to melt whatever is banging on the door.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, because the door might melt.
Okay, let's not do that.
Also, just the elephant in the room. Is this a dude or a statue?
That's a statue.
Okay, thank God.
It's a statue. It's a statue of a man you've never seen before.
Okay.
Thank God.
Alright, I'm just gonna stumble backwards and just flop onto the floor onto my back, just panting hard.
Yeah, I just collapse onto my bum.
Just bleeding. I can feel the warmth filling my armor, but I don't care. I'm just glad that I'm alive. That is not a good music! You're ruining the soundtrack for me.
A small tear drips down my left eye. It's just like, wow. This
I'm
fucking
gonna
place.
just scuttle over to Korvoth, who's my patron saint, and I'm gonna say, "All right, everybody, get a little bit close to me, please."
One moment, I've got to add up my XP.
Oh shit, you cunts are on.
Caleb, this is now a much harder calculation to do.
Yeah.
Could we by any chance have another
What's it
3
currently
XP
on?
just to bring us back to an even number?
Yeah, yeah, you do so. Everyone gains an extra 3 XP.
Yeah.
1462.
1465.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. As I collapse against the base of the statue of my patron saint, I'm not gonna make a decision just yet. Never mind.
Alright, so as everyone sort of slinks into this room, please roll Arcana or Religion.
They're both the same for me. What do I do?
I'm kind of too busy
Hey.
at Kyra's feet, so I'm gonna not. Because I'm
Which
not
one
really
do
paying
I-
attention to anything else.
Hey West,
Yes.
which one would be more fitting? Arcana or Religion? If Korvoth was my patron saint, or is.
Arcana would be more for Korvoth.
More fitting? Alright, I'll roll on Arcana then. Haha, you served me well!
So everyone except Carlius and Aiden. Oh no wait, actually Carlius you would feel this too. Everyone
Really?
feel, yeah, surprisingly. I just realized because I wrote it down here. everyone feels the power of the gods emanating from each of the statues very faintly. It sort of soothes everyone. But as you feel the soothing tide sort of wash over your body, it gets drained away and focused into the statue that's standing by itself.
Is it just me, are all the gods, like, arrayed against that statue? Like, they're facing off against it?
Isn't that the statue that the whatchamacallit, what the fuck are they called again? The Vestergaardians follow.
No.
That's Gertis, right?
Yeah.
That'd be
the
Gertis and a Neo would be the ones that they follow. You alright?
Oh no, they're all gathered facing this one at the bottom.
Yeah. Can I do I know what this is?
That's a really good observation.
Which one do you look at, Esfandio? The broken one or the standing one?
The standing one.
I'm just gonna heal myself real quick.
And Tobias, you do the same?
Yeah, I want to look at both.
Oh!
Alright, Esfandir at disadvantage, Tobias at advantage.
What are we rolling, sorry?
Oh, that's so much help.
Religion or Arcana? No, religion or history?
I have proficiency in both. Which one do I pick? Which one applies to Korboth more? History or religion? Probably
He would be
religion.
history.
God, so
Korboth would be history.
History? Alright, history it is.
Esfandir, you're unable to make anything out of this character. But Tobias and Thorin, you're able to... No, Thorin, yours has disadvantage.
A disadvantage?
Yeah, if you're looking at the guy with the blades.
Okay.
nice.
Well, in that case, so Tobias and Thorin, you both realize that this is known as the Seventh. That is all you know about it. I guess you're going to relay it to everyone, so I guess I'll just show this to everyone too.
Jeez.
That's cool as fuck.